what made Apple so iconic in the early 2000s was really product design, and then Tim Cook's ability to operate those products at enormous scale. They're still playing the scale game. I mean, they build and sell 230 million iPhones a year, and probably be up double that number of products if you were to include everything from AirTags and AirPods to iPads and MacBooks. But they're no longer redesigning products in super interesting ways. The Mac Mini is about as boring as you can get in terms of a product, in terms of how it looks. It's almost harking back to the 1990s when computers were all beige. The iPhone really hasn't been redesigned in any meaningful, tangible way since 2019, and I don't think the other products have been either. So they've sort of lost their cool in a certain sense, right? Apple no longer sort of defines how a computer or a smartphone is going to look and feel. And I think, unfortunately, sort of the most sexy smartphones in the world these days are from a bunch of Chinese companies who largely can't sell in America, like the Huawei Mate XT, which in Apple terms is an iPhone and an iPad in one. So I really think Apple risks being overtaken by Chinese competition in the next 3 years within China. And the only reason that's not a global story is because you can't go to an AT&T store here, let alone down to the local mall, and buy a Huawei phone. But in places like Russia and Indonesia, I mean, the Chinese smartphone manufacturers have an 80% market share, if not higher. And I suspect that's going to be a real problem for Apple in the next 5 to 10 years.